My mom was admitted to hospital. When I found my mom on that Tuesday night, it was in the middle of the night, and I was going to the bathroom. But as I'm in the bathroom, I can hear her breathing, and I'm thinking she's not breathing well. She sounds as if she's gasping for air. So when I went into her bedroom, I found her, wide eyed, and she's not breathing well. And that's when I knew that something is wrong. So because she's a diabetic, um, I immediately thought that it must be either her sugar is too low or the high blood is too high. Because during the day she had slurred speech, but I tried to look for signs of maybe anything, her mouth going skew, or her eyes, or the side of her face, or her arms, but nothing from her body gave me a sign that it could be a stroke. But I was a bit doubtful. I did suspect that it could have been. But during the night when I found her, she was stone cold. But when I touched her and I said, Mama, I called out to her, she came back, and she woke up. She only now that she started blinking and started like realizing that maybe she, she was out or something. And that's when I realized that this is bigger than me. But what I did is I gave her a sweet so that we can at least try to elevate her sugar levels, because I understood that by her doing that, the sugar level must have dropped very low. So that's when I gave her a sweet to eat, and so that we can try and raise the sugar levels a bit. I then called an ambulance, for her to be taken in hospital. So because this is a public hospital, I spent the night there. And not that I had to, but I just decided to stay the night by her side. We arrived in hospital at like 12 midnight. And I stayed there till 20 past 8 in the morning. And that's when I left. Because essentially everything was down, but it was just her high blood pressure now, which was very elevated. And the doctor discovered that she actually had a chest infection. So all this time, we were saying that she's got flu because she was saying, I'm feeling fluish, please. That Monday, I actually bought her a cough mixture because she was saying, I'm feeling fluish, but the flu doesn't really get to me, but I'm just feeling a bit fluish. Little did we know that it's actually a chest infection. And actually, this whole experience has just taught me that, if she complains of anything, I just need to take it seriously and take her to the doctor to get checked out, even though she hates hospitals. She didn't want to stay. She didn't want to stay behind. She kept on telling the doctors that she doesn't want to get admitted. She wants to go home. They must just get the blood pressure to drop, and then she must go home. She needs to go home. So, yeah, that experience was actually very traumatic. In terms of looking after somebody who is sick, for me, it isn't so much the financial strain, but the emotional toll that it takes on you. Because now you are between you needing to take care of this person. And because now I could see my dad is also spiraling out. I could talk to him and he would ask me a question of something that I've told him. I mean, I've gone to hospital and I came back and I said to him, I'm back. And he says, You're back? Back from where? And that's when I understood that he's also spiraling out. He's so worried and so concerned about my mom that he's spiraling out totally. So it doesn't just take a financial toll on you, it takes an emotional and mental toll on you. Fortunately, I have, cousins, aunts, uncles who would call. that's it's also two-sided because you're grateful for the calls and the messages that you get, but also it's like I don't want to talk because every time now everybody's asking, but how's mom? How is she? Did you go today to the hospital? How did you find her? And you now need to keep on relating the same thing over and over again. So between managing what is going on internally, you also now need to be managing everybody else around you, letting them know how she's doing, her progress, what the doctor said, this is the diagnosis, this is how long the treatment is going to take, and also reassuring her that you're going to be fine. You just need to stay in hospital a bit longer. I understand you don't want to be here. Also, the circumstances didn't make it any easier because there was a case of there's no water. So, you know, my mom is a very clean person. So the minute there's no water, she's frustrated. I said, it's fine. We'll bring your bucket of water so that you can have water. But you just need to, keep calm. So it takes an emotional and mental toll on you. But I'm very grateful for the support system that I have. Even my colleagues, were extremely supportive. So to a person who's taking care of a parent or who has a family, also find an outlet. What I appreciated most about my dad is that I could say to him, I need to go for my swimming lessons. And that means I'm out for a good 3 to 4 hours. And that's me time, where I'm not thinking about anything else besides what I'm doing. And then obviously now when I walk outside of the gym, that's when now it rings a bell to say, oh, okay, by the way, I need to go home. This is what I need to do. I need to cook. Having a helper also helps because you don't need to now stress about the house is not clean. I need to be stressing about that. I need to cook. At least that's the one thing that I did. But my dad and I, because we work together so well, I'll cook and he'll do the dishes. Then at least there's some kind of balance and some relief. And I would also give him time to go out, and do whatever he needs to do, go to the preaching work. And then he comes back and he's revived and we continued. To people out there who are facing black tax, whether it's taking care of a parent, financing, you need to find time to take care of you. Because, in all honesty, if I didn't have those small pockets of relief or of taking care of me, I don't think I would have been able to take care of my mom. I really don't think I would have fallen apart. It also helped that my sister also came for a weekend, and stepped in, gave me an opportunity also to go to a funeral and see people whom I haven't seen. Just that few hours, you know, you get to get some relief. Take care of yourself. It's important to always take care of yourself, but also cooperation, amongst you as a family also helps. And also letting the person who needs you that I know you need me, but I need you to also give me time to find myself. Communicate how you are feeling because they won't know how you feel. They won't know that you have needs, So let them know also how you're feeling, that you're not doing well and that you need time out. And they will understand. They will understand.